WGAL News 8 begins with breaking news.
We now know the names of 2 Pennsylvania state troopers shot after a chase last night in Franklin County and what police say led up to the shots being fired. The suspect in this case is dead and 2 others are in custody. Good evening, I'm Jerry Gish.
And I'm Tasmin Mafu. So just in the last hour, State Police and the Franklin County District Attorney's Office took us through the timeline of the incident that stretched from Guilford Township to Antrim Township. News 8's AJ Sisson was at that press conference, and Sarah Metz is keeping an eye on the conditions of those officers. We start with AJ and what we're learning for the very first time. AJ.
Yeah, we were watching that press conference live right here on WGAL. It was about a 20-minute long press conference. They said yesterday's deadly shooting started as a theft at a Dick's Sporting Goods in Guilford Township in Franklin County, all starting around 6:15 p.m. It was a retail theft involving 2 females and 1 male. They were seen on security camera footage just after 6 p.m., placing over $1,000 worth of clothing items into a shopping cart, according to store records. 7 minutes afterwards, they left the store. PSP says they drove off in a gold-colored Chevrolet van.
1 driver and 2 female occupants. Troopers attempted to conduct a felony car stop, and as a result, there was a fierce gunfight that occurred, during which time 2 of our troopers were shot.
We were at that scene earlier today. It was an active investigation out there. It's a grassy area off of the exit ramp of ID1's exit 3 towards Molly Pitcher Highway. PSP said they attempted numerous stops on the vehicle in that chase, deploying stop sticks twice, the car successfully stopping on the second stop stick. The 2 female occupants, Amir Lauren Swift and Gianna Jada McGowan, both 21 years old from Baltimore, Maryland, they complied and left the vehicle. The male driver, Lamar Foy, 31 years old of Baltimore, did not comply. Troopers broke his window out to access him. After trying to get to him, that's when he started firing. PSP said that Foy was firing a .40 caliber rifle at troopers that was stolen earlier this year, chasing them out of the vehicle and striking 2 troopers numerous times before being shot and killed by a 3rd trooper on scene. The 2 troopers who were hit multiple times were life-flighted to Wellspan York Hospital. There is an active investigation ongoing. Back to you in studio.
AJ, thank you. The 2 troopers were taken to Wellspan York Hospital after they were shot, and News 8's Sarah Metz joins us live there tonight with the latest on their conditions. Sarah.
That's right. We just learned that Lamar Foy actually shot at troopers Thomas Pack and Lucas Amoros multiple times last night along I-81, according to state police. Now, this is video of that scene. 31-year-old trooper Lucas Amoros is still being treated here at Wellspan Hospital. State police say he had another surgery this morning and has upgraded from critical condition to serious condition today. Trooper Amoros has been with PSP since 2017. Now, the other trooper involved in this shooting is 24-year-old Thomas Pack. Wellspan York says they released him from their care before noon today. State police say it was a 3rd uninjured trooper at the scene last night who shot and killed Foy after he fired at Pack and Amoros. At today's press conference, the district attorney did rule that use of force as justified.
From a training perspective, the use of tourniquets here again, we believe, was a critical piece in our troopers surviving. The use of ballistic trauma first aid kits was also critical, and I cannot say enough about the way that our 2 troopers who were struck, but additional troopers who were involved and others who arrived at the scene immediately thereafter, how that was able to preserve the life of our 2 troopers.
Now, state police also mentioned that an off-duty doctor saw what was unfolding near exit 3, and they actually stopped to help render aid to the wounded troopers. State police say Pack and Amoros are now considered the 7th and 8th PSP troopers who have been shot across the state so far this year. In York, Sarah Metz, WGAL News 8.
Sarah, thank you. And Governor Josh Shapiro says he and his wife are praying for the state troopers, saying in part, quote, Pennsylvania's law enforcement officers are the very best of us because they run towards danger every day. Attorney General Dave Sunday says he is also praying for the recovery of the troopers.
Well, this has been a long and painful year for the law enforcement community in Pennsylvania. In February, gunfire from a fellow officer killed West York police officer Andrew Duarte in a hostage situation and shooting at UPMC Memorial Hospital in York County. 2 Pennsylvania state troopers were ambushed and shot in August in Susquehanna County. They both survived and are home from the hospital. And just last month, 3 northern York County regional police officers were killed in an exchange of gunfire during a warrant service at a farm in North Codorus Township. Another officer and a sheriff's deputy were also hit. And of course, the Susquehanna Valley will always remember the name Jacques Rougeau Jr., shot and killed during a suspect shootout in Juniata County in 2023.
It is not lost on me as I stand here today that since becoming the commissioner of the state police in January of 2023, these 2 troopers represent the 7th and 8th troopers shot in those intervening 34 months. Additionally, since August 7th across Pennsylvania, they represent the 8th and 9th law enforcement officers who have been shot across this Commonwealth.
And of course, we will continue to stay on top of the story, both here on air and online at WGAL.com. If you scan that QR code on your screen, it'll take you directly to our most up-to-date information, as well as reaction from state lawmakers.
New developments tonight in the case of a Lebanon woman previously charged with tampering with evidence in a stabbing investigation. She's now charged with homicide. The district attorney says on Monday night, 32-year-old Caitlin Kearney stabbed Dante Hunter, who she once lived with, at an apartment on Chestnut Street. The DA says Kearney initially told police she found Hunter in the apartment, but then in another statement to police, she admitted she stabbed Hunter, but then claimed self-defense. Investigators also say Kearney said she accidentally stabbed Hunter due to her tremors. The pathologist says Hunter died of a single stab wound to the chest. Kearney and her mother, Joanne Kearney, are charged with tampering with evidence after police say they removed Caitlin Kearney's clothing and the murder weapon from the apartment building. The search continues tonight for the man wanted for the shootings of 2 brothers, killing one in Steelton-Dauphin County. Investigators believe 23-year-old Quadir Rameau is armed and dangerous. Police say he shot Kenyatta Henry and Nakeem McGraw on 4th Street Tuesday afternoon at the Phoenix Mini Mart. Henry was killed. The shooting sent the nearby Steelton High Spire Junior Senior High School into lockdown and forced the cancellation of classes into early next week.